Hello, mate.
Hello.
Did you just see that police officer?
Yeah, he did a round.
Oh,
I don't know what he's looking for though.
yeah. Okay. Because it spooked me a little bit. I don't know what people do up here, but maybe have meetings like this.
From what I've been told, I think people selling shit up here.
Oh, okay.
So either slinging weed or meth or some shit, but that
Okay.
shouldn't justify anything. We're just here to have a talk.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, bringing us to the talk. So, I'll be honest. A while ago, I mean, I asked you, I suppose, your involvement with, methamphetamine, and if you knew anybody that was, I suppose, was knowledgeable, if not yourself. Um, you know, I suppose we're not, personally connected acquaintances in regards to we've ever done business with each other before. But I'd be lying if I said I, wasn't aware of, some things you've done in your past. Um, and I suppose, the magnitude of those things that you've done, I suppose, intrigued me into, I suppose, wanting to speak to you and ask you a few questions.
Sure. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's up? Let me finish this meeting. We can meet up.
Yeah, I know, bro. Like,
All right. If you're gonna talk about anything very specific in details, I suggest you put your phone away. Just
uh,
just put it in your glove box. Turn it off and then put it in your glove box.
okay.
Just yeah. It's called opsec. It should be a big deal to people because the cops can track you and basically do whatever the fuck they want with that information.
They can do whatever they want with the information.
Well, yeah.
Oh, oh yeah. I'll
They
be
can put
honest.
they can put you on the spot of whatever you're doing, so they, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
Or
yeah.
listening.
I don't want to go back. Put it that way. Um. So I don't know whether I explained this to you before, but I have just been to jail for 5 years for drug trafficking. Um, and in that case, something quite close to me was burnt. Um, which would be, something that I worked on for 2 years. I suppose moving undetected, not having any links to me. There was a few close calls when I had a run in with the police department where I was shot down and stuff was planted on me, but I managed to walk out of there. Unfortunately, some circumstances happened where somebody else was selling. I was photographed at the scene of them selling. I was raided. Negligence of my own caused meth that I had cooked to then be found in my apartment, linking the whole thing to me due to my previous affiliations with BSK. So pretty much the strain that I worked so hard to perfect um, is now pretty much useless. Um, if I cook this strain, if anybody's caught with it, I have already been notified that they're going to instantly assume that I'm cooking, and they're going to be on me again.
Yeah.
Obviously, I went away for 5 years. This was my first account of drug trafficking that I've ever experienced. I don't even have a sale of drugs on my record. I like to prefer to stay under the radar with these things.
Yeah, I got you.
And it did take me a while to perfect it. I understand there are, there is many strains around the city, and I would love to say, the time in jail made me want to take a step back from manufacturing, from cooking.
Right.
but I'll be honest, I don't think I can do it.
Mm, I guess if it's the primary source of your income, it's hard to not do.
Yeah, I mean, income, addiction, like you, Michael. Obviously, with your, the things that you did. I mean, maybe you had a motive, and I had a motive. But when I'm pulled in front of a judge by a police officer that is claiming that I have a massive drug empire, and all these people's lives that I'm affecting by what I do, now I really want to prove him right.
Right.
And yeah, he caught me off guard. He definitely did. He did what other police officers could not do for the longest time, which was finally catch me. But I'll be honest, he didn't even catch 10% of the operation that he's running here. But without, I suppose, me being able to produce like I was previously, obviously the other people that work for me are still able to do that. But I won't lie, if seeing them, doing what I used to do, it's just, I'm finding it hard to stay away from it. But I know
Yeah,
as soon as, my stuff hits the streets again, I know exactly what's going to happen.
well, yeah, they're gonna come looking for you.
Yeah. So I suppose that's where I suppose that is where I come to you. I suppose to ask for help as such, or whether you know of anything that, or anyone that could potentially help me with this predicament that I'm in. I understand, putting together these formulas and all the mathematical equations that goes towards it. You know what I mean? I spent my time, and I suppose I mastered my craft.
Yeah. Well, I personally don't know anything. I don't really dabble in that, but I do know somebody that could be of interest, maybe.
Okay.
Uh, don't know if I mentioned that last time we talked, though.
No,
But
you didn't.
so I don't think he's really in the game right now, but he was. He knows his shit. He's usually the one that I refer to when people ask about information.
Okay.
But you know him. I'm 100% you know him. Like Reed. You ever done anything with Reed?
I do know Reed.
Yeah. So I don't know if he knows the mathematics or equations, but he is a meth head. He knows what he wants. He knows what's good. So my assumption is that he just kind of worked on top of that until he found the perfect thing.
Yeah. So the issue is, Michael, I've perfected my strain.
Right.
But the problem is, no matter how much tweaking I do or changing, I can't seem to get away.
So you wanna what you're saying is you wanna start over from a new. You wanna produce a new strain that is.
Absolutely. But I don't have the knowledge to do it. I'm willing to start from the bottom and build it up to what this one once was. But I'm just, concerned that if I start producing as I am now, with me knowing, how to put this strain together, like I say, as soon as it gets out there, the police are going to be knocking on my door.
Yeah, no, I got you. Well, if you do produce a new strain, obviously you're gonna have to start over. Is what my assumption
Absolutely.
would be.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
All right. Uh, I don't see why not. You're willing to start over. Oh, new. What is your what's your state ID?
17478.
All right, give me a second. Oh, I don't have my phone. Give me a sec.
Perfect. I'm hoping it doesn't affect my lab strain. Michael, just to confirm,
Mm-hmm.
this is the strain that I produce on a table.
Yeah, that shouldn't matter too
Yeah.
much, I think.
As I'm yeah.
Yeah, I get what you.
Mhm.
So because they got you, they know your strain.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Would
Yes.
you rather?
Yeah.
Yeah, you rather ditch your strain and start over with something new.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my table strain is it's 75 grade. You know, the highest that you can achieve. You know, through a table.
Yeah.
That strain is squirrel. It was one of the earliest ones to you know to hit the streets. I managed to keep it away from police custody for a very long time. It was caught on members of BSK, but obviously I did used to be a member of that gang. When I left, they decided to gun me down, plant a table on me, and leave information in regards to the strange squirrel next to my body, and phone the police on me. I managed to talk my way out of that interrogation as a free man, but the police obviously had suspicions. When I was raided, the last incident, obviously they found means to produce meth with the strange squirrel, obviously linking it all together as the final piece of the puzzle that they needed.
Yeah.
It was a shame to go down that way, but you know, I feel you know 5 years for drug trafficking that you know I had done over a prolonged period of time is, I suppose, something I should be grateful for that it wasn't longer.
Yeah, no, I got you. I I talked to one of my contacts to see what he says about it. So you should be maybe fine, but I will let you know if it comes to it.
Okay, I appreciate that, and obviously I'm you know I'm around these times quite a lot, so you know I
Yeah,
do appreciate the conversation. I appreciate the help,
of course.
and if
Of course.
you know if there is anything that you do need from me, or anything that like I said I can do for you, please you know don't feel like you can't reach out. I understand, you know, I mean, you have a you know a family behind you and a group of people, but you never know when you might need you know a helping hand from the outside.
Yeah, no, I'll keep that in mind if it comes to it.
Perfect.
All right. Well, I'll let you know when I hear more, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Perfect. Thank you very much for your time.